Hey everyone, the Mistwood update is upon us and it brings in a new era to Dota 2. The Mistwood update brings a brand new agility hero, Hoodwinks. Hoodwinks is a ranged hero that has a nuking ability as well as a disable and an escape. There's a quick and fast spotlight we posted earlier in the week, have a look at it. Besides the new hero, we got a huge list of changes to items, skills, and new abilities. Item Shard is a new item that costs 1400 gold. It can be purchased starting at 20 minutes. Once bought, it will be consumed. Every hero has an ability attached to it. Some skills are familiar. Some replacements for talent. And some are brand new. Here are a few that can catch people off guard. Anti-Mage. If its counter spell successfully goes off, it will create an illusion for 5 seconds. Bane's Fiend's Grip will now create an uncontrollable illusion that will also channel Fiend's Grip. Multiple Fiend's Grip does not stack. Beastmaster's Call of the Wild mixes Hawk into a dive bomb. It deals for 175 damage and stuns for 1 second. Brewmaster will get a 4th Primal Spirit, the Void Brewling. It has Astral Pulse ability. Darkseer gets a new ability called Normal Punch, and that grants the next attack to create an illusion behind the enemy. Elder Titan's Shard will allow him to Echo Stomp and it will teleport him to his Astral Spirit when it finishes the stomp. Faceless Voice Time Walk will allow him to reverse and move backward to where he used Time Walk. Kunkka gets a new ability called Tidal Wave that releases a wave towards the targeted direction. Night Stalker's Hunt of the Night allows him to consume a creature, instantly killing and restores 25% of your maximum HP and mana. Shadow Shaman Shackles will now summon 4 Serpent Wards to attack the enemy when they're shackled. There are a lot more cool ones, so make sure you have a good read before calling one is broken and another isn't. For items, there are a lot of new items. Here are the ones that will pop out. Orb of Corrosion. It requires the Blightstone, Orb of Venom, and the new item Fluffy Hat. It provides 150 HP, slow, and magic and armor reduction. Gleipnir, a lightning artifact for magic users. It requires the Maelstrom, Rotted Atos, and a recipe. The active ensnares the enemy for 2 seconds. Helm of the Dominator. Helm of the Dominator can now be leveled up by buying a 1600 gold recipe that allows the user to convert ancients. There are now 3 different types of upgrade for the Blink Dagger. There's now a Strength Dagger called the Overwhelming Blink. When you land at a destination, all enemies in an 800 AoE will now have 50% movement slow and 50 attack slow for 6 seconds as well as taking damage. It requires the Reaver for the upgrade. For the Agility Dagger, Swift Blink grants 25 agility when landing at the destination as well as phase movement speed, 40 damage, 40 attack speed. It requires the Eagle Song for the upgrade. For the Intelligence Dagger, Arcane Blink, it grants 25 intelligence when landing at the destination, 25% ability cooldown reduction for 6 seconds, and it does not affect items. It requires the Mystic Staff for the upgrade. There are also a bunch of unique items that will help you combat other heroes. As for neutral items, Ice Rock decided it's also time to introduce new items and cycle out old ones. Here are your tier 1 items. Here are your tier 2 items. Here are your tier 3s. Here are your tier 4s. And here are your tier 5s. The game will start at night, but once creeps spawn, daytime will start. Neutral creep bounty goal will no longer scale over the course of the game. Roshan will get stronger over the course of the game now. Ancient camps are easier to stack. They have also added lore to items and a bunch of neutral creep changes. This past week, Dota 2's beloved NA star, Peter PPD Dager, got married to former Gambit esports social media manager Julia Kramnik, who announced it on Instagram titled Best Friends for Life. Congratulations to the couple. Onto our tournament news. Europe and CIS's OGA Dota Pit Season 4 got a wild turn when the Mistwood update was released this past week. The update came between Team Nigma against Alliance in the lower bracket right after Alliance had won Game 1. You can say it swayed the battle in favor of Team Nigma as they won the series 2-1. The tournament was really a battle between OG and Na'Vi. OG had the upper hand as they won 2-1 in the upper bracket. They met again in the grand finals, and with the new patch, Na'Vi seemed to have it figured out already. The games were close, but Na'Vi always had the stronger positioning and fights. Na'Vi wins the OGA Dota Pit Season 4 with a sweep.
Ground onto the tier 3, Seb and RTW both popping the buybacks. Glyph expended too. As a roll from Saxo, looks to connect, but they've got the Yules immediately from Roger again. Light Striker A onto that Earth Spirit, and V-Tune, he's standing his ground. Pop the Satanic still has BKB, Aegis, and Sunder, don't forget, and he Sunders up the PA.
There it is.
Dieback on RTW, they move for Thompson now. Na'Vi, they're doing it. The Glimmer Cape and the BKB, they're going to mean nothing. As the Doom charges forward, Sax a good magnetize. The turnaround from Thompson, it means something as he's staying alive, and V-Tune's going to fall. First life gone. But the Laguna Blade from Roger secures yet another kill, while Doom also died in the trees. General's returned to this fight, but Thompson, he's trying to 1 versus 2. General has the BKB, no lasso, and there's the Skadi slow. No buybacks here for OG. Terrorblade shredding through your structures. Everything's coming crumbling down around OG's feet as No Tail is left.
On a fly. Let's see if he decides. Yeah, he's doing it. Buying the boots of travel, just selling everything. He wants to be on that ending screen. He wants to be in. Drops the tombstone, and there
replacing the throne with a tombstone. I've always wanted to fly.
From No Tail, man. Na'Vi is back.
Na'Vi is absolutely back. 3-0.
That means first title. All right, finally for Iceberg. You know, I think the man grinded.
Before the BTS Pro Series 4 news, Team Spirit officially picks up Yellow Submarine and will play under their banner. In Southeast Asia, TNC Predator and Team Dog met in the grand finals, and this was an exceptional showing from both squads. TNC's new squad needed this time to gel, and Team Dog consisted of 2 Evil Geniuses members who played on and off for the past 2 months. The series went all 5 games, and maybe it's the new patch, but all the games were relatively short, and TNC Predator won 3-2 to capture the BTS Pro Series 4. It was a much needed win for TNC as they started the year with a win in the DPC season, but they struggled a lot throughout the year, and eventually replaced their captain. They can now end the year on a good note.
They did not get anyone on the side of TNC. Sunstrike on In Your Dream. He'll battle Trance and try and survive through this, but it is not looking good. He's been tornadoed up, and Gabby will just stand his ground. He does not respect the troll whatsoever. Now Ice also caught on the Enigma. And there you go. The GG's called. TNC Predator, after 5 games, will be able to get the BTS Pro Series Season 4 win underneath their belts. And that is a very nice way to finish off this year if you are TNC Predator.
In Europe, the new Team Spirit was on a mission to prove that they belong with the other Tier 1 teams. It was a short tournament, and their opponent was the Rising Viking team. But today, they wouldn't be denied their first tournament win as Team Spirit as they swept the series 3-0 to end the year.
Connects on 2, Collapse and Miposhka. There's the egg on the backlines. Yotaro comes back in. They're able to maybe get Collapse, but Collapse is just running out of the fight. And also Shad in trouble, pops his ulti, Celery's down by Toronto Tokyo. Here comes Toby as well to try and back up the troll, but Shad is dying, Shad is slowly falling, and he is out for the count. Toronto Tokyo chases up this Murana. Aramis on the run, but slowly and eventually dying at the same time as Boom is also dead, Aramis is dead, and Toby, he did get the Ravage off this time, but it only lands on 2 targets where they couldn't connect. And that is the team wipe. Looking like it. Toronto Tokyo still chasing and up, and a triple kill for the DP. 5 heroes dead, and GG! Team Spirit will be your champions here at the Pro Series Season number 4 of Europe and CIS. Clean sweep. Grab your brooms, ladies and gents.
And finally, in America for BTS Pro Series 4, without Quincy Crew in this tournament, any team can become the new champion. In the grand finals, it was North American squad 4Zoomer against South American squad Thunder Predator. Thunder Predator fought adversity after dropping to 4Zoomers in the upper bracket and going through Sad Boys, and eventually beating 4Zoomers in the grand finals 3-1 to win the BTS Pro Series 4.
Save boy, he's got to run. You cannot afford to go down the Pro Strike. That is a rapier on the deck. MNZ grabs it, and now they're going to chase into the base. Brax melts under the damage, and on the backside of the fight, Husky and Ocean will just TP out. You buy back on Naga. But does it even matter?
how can he possibly fight Ricky when he's got this kind of damage? The Divine Rapier now in his hands. They back up because they're a little bit worried, but they're just backing up to take Roche. I mean, this is Aegis, Cheese, and Aghanim Blessing. I think this is all over now.
Samboy's trying to stand his ground, but it's just not going to be enough. He's just going to die back. That is the end of the game. The Zoomers, they call it GG as Thunder Predator take the BTS Pro Series Season 4 3-1.
This officially caps off the year for any popular tournaments, as players and teams take a break for the holiday and prepare for the new DPC season in 2021. And we will see if we have any news next week. Stick to this channel for Dota 2 news, subscribe, and as always, stay safe and happy holidays to you.